what's up everybody? This is Crazy Mike. Before I get to some WWE notes, I would like to talk about these arguments that have been going on with Samoa Joe versus Bret Hart. They're both very different. Bret Hart, a technical wrestler, a mat wrestler, and Samoa Joe is a mixed martial artist. Now, first of all, how can you really compare these guys? Because let's be honest, if it wasn't for guys like Bret Hart, you wouldn't see that much in-ring ability, because he was the one that really helped put technical wrestling on the map. Because it still is like that in a way, but back then it was just all about big men. And don't get me wrong, it still is that way now. But the fact of the matter is, more people are focusing on more in-ring ability, and it was due because of guys like Bret Hart. You know, how many guys were mat and technical wrestling at that time? And he did it. And again, if it wasn't for guys like him, most guys wouldn't be here. Let's be serious. Now, I am going to defend both men. However, Samoa Joe, in this short time that he's been around, has had 3 5-star matches. One with CM Punk, one with Kenta Kobashi, and one in the triple threat match with Christopher Daniels and AJ Styles. But Bret Hart has also had 2 5-star matches, one with Owen Hart and one with Stone Cold Steve Austin. However, in my opinion, I think he had 3 5-star matches, because, and again, in my opinion, the match he had with Shawn Michaels, the Iron Man match, WrestleMania 12, was one of the greatest WrestleMania matches ever. That's to me. I really love that match, and I really would like to see it again anytime I get the chance. But yeah, they're too different. You can't really compare them. Also, they're in a different era. Like, now wrestling is more fast-paced, it's more about bigger high spots. And Samoa Joe, he also came from the Indies while Bret Hart was in the WWE. So that right there makes a huge difference. Again, they're just too different to compare. But if I had to pick one or the other, damn, I can't really say who's better. I mean, if you're talking about wrestling, duh, it's fucking Bret Hart. If you're talking about who can make a better match, I would say both are there, because it all depends who the person wrestles. That's the thing. Now, not every 2 people get along well. Like, I don't feel that Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle really had that chemistry. Yeah, they put on 2 good matches, but I don't feel the chemistry was there. Like, you cannot compare that match to Chris Benoit versus Kurt Angle. Okay, Chris Benoit versus Kurt Angle was fucking awesome. Both their matches. I think they probably had like 3 matches. All of them were awesome. Guys, I'll tell you right now, check those matches out. They were technical masterpieces. One pay-per-view I would like to talk about is SummerSlam 2002. That, I feel, was one of WWE's best pay-per-views ever. Period. Hands down. So many people like to talk about WrestleMania this and WrestleMania that, but guys, you really got to check out SummerSlam 2002. They had The Rock versus Brock Lesnar, Kurt Angle versus Rey Mysterio, Triple H versus Shawn Michaels, Rob Van Dam, Undertaker, Test, Christian, Chris Jericho, Ric Flair, and they bust their ass in that pay-per-view. And that's when the WWE was really good. So if any of you guys are new to this, I would really recommend checking out SummerSlam 2002. That right there was a great pay-per-view. I also would like to mention these injuries. I feel these injuries are happening not only because of the road schedule, but you guys also have to remember is they're not giving their younger talent and their mid-carders the time that they need in the ring. And that's why these guys are getting injured, because they're working Raw and they're working house shows, getting all this time. And maybe, who knows, like in football, when the quarterback gets out and the substitute comes in, maybe they can make an impact. Who knows? But again, I feel that if they start pushing their younger talent more, giving their mid-carders more time, maybe these injuries will go down. Trust me, because it isn't just because of the road schedule. Hell no. There's many factors to injuries, and one of them is just overdoing it. And another thing I would like to mention is JBL. A lot of people give him grief, but I have the utmost respect for JBL, and you guys should too. I'm not trying to tell you guys what to do, but let's be serious. The guy became a self-made millionaire, and he still wrestled. And okay, he's not the most athletic guy in the ring, but he still busts his ass in there. Now, you people want to say JBL sucks. Okay, first of all, the match he had with Batista was good. The match he had with The Undertaker was good. Hell, the match he had with Cena at Judgment Day was good. The match he had with Eddie Guerrero was good. And I know you people might say, well, that's because he wrestled good guys. So it doesn't make a difference. His matches were still good. And when he was in the APA, he was pretty good too. And his clothesline from hell was always devastating. And that right there is one of my favorite moves. So yeah, that's about it for now, guys. And I'll check you later. But before I leave, I want to ask you guys a question. Who do you think has the best ring attire in professional wrestling? Now I know you may be thinking, oh, why does this guy care about ring attire? Hey, when you look at guys like AJ Styles and Petey Williams, like, to me, I'm like, wow, those guys have the best ring attire. So I would like to hear from you guys. Write on the comments, who do you think has the best ring attire? And check out Wrestling Dude 22 and Dirty White Boy. Alright, guys, I'll be coming back later. I will be going to the Ring of Honor show tonight. I can't wait for it. But I'm not going to give out any spoilers at all. People are going to have to wait for the pay-per-view to hear the results. Later.